You know what's crazy? Most people think success is this uphill grind where you've got to bleed, sweat, and sacrifice every single day just to get a taste of it. And yeah, hard work matters, discipline matters, but here's the twist no one tells you. The real success, the kind that lasts, doesn't feel like you're dragging a boulder up a mountain. It feels effortless. Now, I'm not saying you sit on your couch and meditate your way into $1 million. But think about this. How many people do you know who chase money, fame, or validation their entire lives, and they never really get it? Or if they do, they're miserable when they arrive. That's because chasing keeps you stuck in this endless loop of running after something that keeps running away from you. The secret, and this is where it gets wild, is that success isn't something you hunt down. It's something you attract. It's about who you become, not what you chase. And once you flip that switch, man, life feels like it's moving with you instead of against you. That's effortless success. Here's the thing, man. From the time we're kids, we're told this story. If you want to be successful, you've got to grind harder than everyone else. No pain, no gain. Work while they sleep. Hustle till you drop. And sure, there's some truth in that, but the problem is we've built this belief system that success only comes with suffering. Like if you're not killing yourself, you don't deserve to win. Look around, the culture is obsessed with this idea. Social media is filled with guys flexing Lamborghinis, talking about how they work 20 hours a day as if exhaustion is some kind of badge of honor. We've romanticized the struggle, but here's the dark side nobody talks about. Most people who live like that end up burned out, bitter, or straight up broken. They lose their health, their relationships, their peace of mind, and still chase more, because they think struggle is the only path. But let's be real. Does a tree struggle to grow? Does the ocean struggle to move? No, man. Nature operates effortlessly. It's powerful, it's consistent, but it's not straining every second. Somewhere along the way, we forgot that human beings are part of that same flow. We bought into this hustle culture that says, if you're not suffering, you're not serious, and that's the trap. The truth is, success isn't about punishing yourself, it's about alignment. It's about finding the zone where what you do feels natural, even energized. That's when success stops feeling like war and starts feeling like life itself. Here's the brutal truth, man. The grind never ends if you let it control you. And the crazy part, most people don't even realize they're stuck in that hamster wheel. They wake up, work insane hours, collapse at night, and repeat it the next day, all for this imaginary finish line that never actually exists. Think about it. You hit one milestone, a promotion, a paycheck, a new car, and before you can even enjoy it, you're already chasing the next one. It's like running a marathon, where someone keeps moving the finish line further and further away. That's not success. That's slavery dressed up as ambition. And the toll it takes is massive. Physically, your body burns out. Mentally, you're constantly anxious, always comparing yourself to the guy who's ahead. Spiritually, you're empty, because you're measuring your worth by something external that can disappear tomorrow. It's like pouring water into a bucket with a hole in it. No matter how much you add, it's never full. I've talked to fighters, musicians, entrepreneurs, people at the so-called top of their game, and you know what's wild? A lot of them admit they're miserable. They've been grinding so hard they forgot why they even started. They chased fame or money so obsessively that when they finally caught it, it didn't feel like victory. It felt hollow. And here's the kicker. Society applauds this behavior. Look how hard he works. Look at her hustle. But nobody stops to ask, at what cost? If you sacrifice your health, your peace, your relationships, is that really success? Or is it just a prettier version of failure? The endless grind creates this illusion of progress while keeping you stuck in survival mode. You're busy, sure, but you're not free. You're not present. You're not alive in the way you could be. That's the problem with chasing endlessly. You forget to actually live. At some point, you've got to step back and ask, is all this running leading me somewhere, or am I just running in circles? Because until you face that truth, the grind will own you. Here's where it gets interesting, man. People hear effortless success, and they think it means laziness. Like sit around, do nothing, and suddenly everything falls into your lap. That's not what this is about. Effortless success isn't the absence of effort. It's the absence of resistance. It's about alignment. It's about doing things in a way that feels natural, where you're not fighting against yourself every second. Think of a fighter in the octagon. The ones who dominate aren't the guys throwing wild punches, burning all their energy in the first round. It's the ones who flow. They've trained so deeply, mastered their craft so fully, that when the fight comes, it looks effortless. It's smooth, controlled, almost graceful. That's what effortless success looks like in life. Skill, pull, mindset, alignment. When you're chasing, you're desperate. You're telling the world, I don't have it, I need it, I'm empty. But when you shift to attracting, it flips. You operate from abundance. You build yourself up so strong, so centered, that the right opportunities, people and energy start moving toward you. You stop begging for success and start becoming the kind of person success naturally sticks to. This shift is mental, emotional, spiritual. It's realizing that you don't have to fight for everything. You don't have to prove yourself every second of every day. You just need to align what you do with who you are. When you find that zone, man, work stops feeling like grind and starts feeling like expression. And here's the crazy part. People around you notice it. They feel it. That's why certain individuals walk into a room and instantly shift the energy. They're not chasing approval. They're not desperate for validation. They're just being. And in that state, success becomes magnetized to them. So effortless success isn't about escaping work. It's about transforming work. It's about creating a life where the grind doesn't drain you. It fuels you. Where every step forward feels less like a battle and more like momentum. That's the shift most people never make, and it's why they stay stuck chasing instead of living. Step 1. Build yourself first. Most people chase because they're looking for something external to fill a gap inside. They want money, validation, recognition, but deep down, their attraction starts when you flip that. When you invest in yourself so much that you become the source, you train your body, you sharpen your mind, you work on your craft, like fighters who don't wait for fight night to suddenly become skilled. They live it every day. When you build yourself to that level, you don't have to chase. People see it. They feel it. Opportunities gravitate toward you. Step 2, get aligned. If you're grinding at something you hate, you're always going to feel resistance. Attraction comes from alignment. Find the work, the mission, the path that lights you up. When you're in that zone, your energy is different. People trust it more. They want to be around it. Think of the artists, athletes, thinkers who seem magnetic. They're not trying to sell themselves every second. They're just so aligned with what they do that it resonates. Step 3. Detach from outcome. This one's tough, man. Chasing is all about clinging to a specific result. I need this job. I need that person. I need that number in my bank account. Attraction is the opposite. You show up, you do the work, you give your best, and then you let it go. That's not weakness, that's strength. Because the moment you stop clinging, the pressure drops. You're more relaxed, more authentic, more powerful. And ironically, that's when results show up fast. Step 4, protect your energy. You can't attract anything if you're drained, scattered, and distracted. 24/7. Attraction requires presence. That means sleep, diet, meditation, boundaries, all the things people like to skip because they sound boring. But trust me, man, the people who glow, who radiate confidence and strength, they're the ones who guard their energy like it's gold, because it is. Step 5, consistency beats desperation. Here's the kicker. Attraction doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing the right things, consistently, without desperation. Think of Joe Rogan's podcast itself. It blew up, not because he chased every listener, but because he kept showing up, having conversations, being real. Over time, the world came to him. That's attraction. When you live this way, people notice. They say, man, what's he got? What's she doing different? And the answer isn't that you're chasing harder. It's that you're embodying success. You've stopped running, and you've started becoming. That's when success, relationships, opportunities, they don't just come, they stick. That's how you attract. You don't force. You don't beg. You don't grind yourself into dust. You build, align, detach, protect, and stay consistent. Do that, and life starts working with you, instead of against you. Here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, life isn't about chasing every shiny thing that passes in front of you. It's about building yourself into the kind of person who doesn't need to chase it all. Because when you're grounded, when you're centered, when you're aligned with who you are, success isn't this impossible mountain anymore. It becomes the natural byproduct of how you live. Most people never figure this out. They die chasing the next promotion, the next dollar, the next thrill, and when you're on your deathbed, none of that chasing is gonna matter. What's gonna matter is, did you live true to yourself? Did you grow into the best version of you? Did you create, contribute, love, and leave behind something real? Effortless success isn't about shortcuts. It's not some magic trick. It's about playing the long game the right way. It's about finding your flow and staying there, no matter how loud the world gets. It's about being so in tune with your path that people can't help but notice. They'll call it luck, they'll call it talent, they'll call it timing, but you'll know it was alignment, it was attraction. So here's my challenge to you. Stop running yourself into the ground for things that don't matter. Step back, ask yourself, what really lights you up? Build on that. Invest in your body, your mind, your spirit. Protect your energy like your life depends on it. Because it does. And then just show up, day after day, without desperation, without fear. Do that, and watch what happens. Watch how success starts to find you. Watch how life starts moving in your favor. That's the secret. That's the path. Not endless chasing, but effortless attracting. And when you get there, when you're living in that state, man, that's real freedom. That's real success.